Hello, we're here today with Varun Verma from the Backup Exec team to discuss Backup Exec 15 and protecting Hyper-V. So Varun, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that introduction. And yes, today I'm going to talk about Backup Exec protection for modernized Hyper-V environments. So in the industry today, more and more companies, organizations are adopting virtualizations to a large extent. So people are even virtualizing something like an application or a database server like Microsoft Exchange, even their Active Directory servers, SQL servers. All of these things are being virtualized. So let's look at how Backup Exec Hyper-V solution helps backup admins or virtualization admins solves the challenges associated with protecting these VMs on top of those Hyper-V servers. So what we have is support for the latest and the greatest Hyper-V versions like 2012 and 2012 R2. So these are supported as a Hyper-V host. Also, you can mix and match a variety of Hyper-V hosts like the older versions like 2008 R2, 2012, so along with in the same job. So that's one advantage of using Backup Exec 15 Hyper-V solution. So we also support running a mix and match of Windows and Linux versions. All the latest versions of Linux and Windows are supported, so you can mix and match these virtual machines with these operating systems in the same job. Now, what Backup Exec supports is legacy LAN environment. So if you have LANs attached to individual Hyper-V hosts, those are supported as well. And along with this, the highly modernized CSV implementation, which is the most common example we have been seeing in the industry today. So those are supported as well. So CSV volumes are supported. So Hyper-V, the solution supports that. And also Hyper-V implementations in a cluster mode is also supported. I'm going to write cluster mode here. So that's supported as well. Now, what are the key customer propositions which Backup Exec 15 delivers when it comes to protecting Hyper-V environments? So how does the protection actually happen? So it's image level backup protection. So it's a snapshot based image level protection. So it's through a direct snapshot integration with the virtual host. So we directly integrate with a VSS clients on the Hyper-V host, and we take that image level backup. Now, full, differential, and incremental, all sort of backups are supported with the Hyper-V host. So that is supported. So another customer proposition which is supported is block optimization. So what is block optimization? It helps organizations further reduce the storage costs associated with protection of Hyper-V host. So what it does is intelligently skips unused blocks within the Hyper-V LANs. So for example, you have a disk and you have data written erratically, so you have unused spaces in between. So that particular block will not be saved back to the Backup Exec storage locations. And talking about storage locations, all type of variety of storage flexible options are supported by Backup Exec 15 for Hyper-V. So disk or this deduplication disk storage is supported, tape or tape library is supported, and cloud is supported as well. So talking about recovery, so a wide variety of recovery options are available. So you can go ahead and restore an individual entire VM if it goes down. So, and when it comes to data loss, so for example, an individual file or folder is deleted and you want to recover that, so that is supported as well. Now, the most important point, if you have a virtualized application server, which I spoke about right in the beginning of this video, so if you want to protect that are supported as well. So if you have, for an example, a virtualized Exchange server as a VM, running on any of the Hyper-V host, and you want to protect that, you need to have a component called Hyper-V Integration Services, HIS, installed on that virtual machine, and that takes care of protecting of that Exchange server along with the metadata collection by the agent for Windows, which will be installed, which is highly recommended for virtualized virtual machines. So you need to have that agent, and it sends the data back, and you can properly recover granular items or even the entire application. So that is Backup Exec support for Hyper-V in a nutshell.
All right, great. Thanks, Varun. Comprehensive Hyper-V support, it sounds like in Backup Exec 15. That's great news, great presentation, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.